Okay, you guys all read the title. I'm not going to be so self-absorbed as to assume you don't know. If you're here, you just know, And if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will preface this by saying that my friends have famously told me I don't like good, like love stories that are based on love and that I lean toward toxicity. So, I guess we're going to start. Injected. Injected for me is like, this is hard drugs. This is the reason I wake up in the morning. If a fanfiction has this, I'm going no matter what. My close personal friend, my close personal friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is my close personal friend. I love her. Can she do no wrong? I wouldn't say that. I've definitely seen her do wrong. But I'm willing to forgive a lot of it. I'm listening. I'm listening piques my interest. When I'm seeing a tag as I'm listening, my immediate thought is, I could be there. I could see it. I could go to the cottage. Baby, I'm bored. I'm telling you right now, I know a few of these. College AU, going there. There's some things that are going there almost instantly because I'm just tired. I'm bored. There's nothing interesting happening. I've probably read a lot of fics like this, and maybe they've been done well, but a lot of times I'm sitting there and I'm just going, like, I'm bored, baby. I'm bored. Next we have, there is an evil in the room, but not in your soul. There's some rot in here. I can smell it. Something in your kitchen is a little foul, but I can't say you can't cook, Like, I can smell the rotting happening, but like, can you not cook at all? I wouldn't say that. Have I ventured into your kitchen? Have you made a good meal every once in a while? Definitely. So I will give you that. World would be a better place without it. I feel like that's a given. Some things just need to stop existing. The world would be a better, more positive place. Fandom as a whole would rejoice and be so good. It just would be so much better. And then you can like it, just remember your final destination. I'm telling you right now, there are a few things going in there. You're going to hell if you like it. You're going to hell. Starting off with a classic, I would say, 5+1 things. My close personal friend. I love a good 5+1. I love a good 5+1 in ways that you could, like, I've seen 5+1s done poorly, but that's rare. I would say 5+1 fics. That's my buddy. That is my friend. If I'm talking about Batman fanfiction exclusively, I've probably read like a good amount of the 5+1 fics under the Batman tag. Just so many. And I don't regret a thing. I love it. ABO dynamics. I don't know how to explain this. Am I coming out as an Omegaverse lover? We can just put ABO up here too. ABO dynamics are different from ABO. I would argue I put in dynamics and injected. I put my ABO in my close personal friends. I might put ABO in I'm listening. Because listen. I like a lot of things that ABO gives me. I like the fighting against your own instinct thing. I love the social commentary that people be doing sometimes. I'm a woke Joshi, so like your Omegas need to not actually buy into what an Omega is completely. I need them to exist outside of their identity, and I need them to fight against that. But if you do that, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm locked in. I'm like so locked. People don't like ABO. People don't like impreg. You're gonna hate that one. People don't like impreg. They don't really like the gender essentialism, biological determinism aspect, which is fair. And a lot of ABO has a lot of SA, which also, if you want to avoid that, I completely understand. It is not something I personally enjoy either. I know I said I like toxic stuff, but I like consent as well. I like when people are toxic to each other and it is a mutual give and take, and they actually are working together to like each other. But I don't know how else to say it. I just really like it. It is my close personal friend. Is ABO Dynamics splits this because ABO Dynamics I think is higher specifically because ABO sometimes has a lot more wolf in it than I'm willing to accept. A lot more wolf than I'm willing to stomach. ABO Dynamics, however, just a light sprinkling, a little bit of gender issues, a little bit of gender commentary, a little bit of fighting. Okay, I'll be there. Abusive. Now this is fat. Like, how are we doing this? How are we doing this? I'm gonna put it here because a lot of people who do abusive fics rancid. I don't believe you can't depict abuse in fiction between the main couple and not make it like good. I think a lot of you guys haven't read an actual book in years and you're like obsessed with fan fiction, so that's the only thing you've read, and it shows in your writing, especially if you're doing hard topics that need like nuance and skill to undertake. I've read good abusive fan fiction, and by that I mean I've read two. I've read two good ones, and they were all I can't say this. Yes, I can. Reiner X Aaron Attack on Titan fan fictions, and talk about toxic, but I loved them because it felt good. A lot of y'all don't feel good. A lot of y'all, I smell it in your apartment and I'm like, something's off here. Something's not right. Accidental confession. I feel like accidental confession can split the I'm listening and baby I'm bored category so easily. It's like a low I'm listening and a high baby I'm bored. Cause I don't know. Occasionally I read an accidental confession and I'm like, that's fun. Like, that's good. I like it when they're so overwhelmed that they just can't, like, ooh, it spews out. I don't know if I like it if he's like waiting in a hallway creeping and he accidentally hears it, or like they accidentally text the wrong number. Oh no, like, baby, I'm bored. You know what? Baby, I'm bored. There we go. It's a high baby on board, but it's baby on board nonetheless. Academic rivals. Controversial. It is just a worse, more boring enemies to lovers. And I have a friend who that does it for her. It does it for her because there's no actual like physical hurt being done to the other person. There's no actual like evil being done to the other person. And so the animosity feels more like it can be worked through. And in that perspective, I understand. I really do. But baby, I'm bored. Like, if you're gonna hate each other, like actually hate each other, like rip each other's throats out, want to kill each other, like hurt each other if you're gonna hate each other. But if you're not, then baby, I'm bored. You know, I'm bored. I'm a little bored. Which is not to say that it's never been done before. It's not. No, it's going there. Age gap. Oh shoot, no, I put this too low. Anyways, this is conflicting for me because unironically, I really like an older man. But I don't like the way y'all write age gap relationships. They feel uncomfortable. I feel like I like older men, right? Like, I've got some 40-year-olds, some 50-year-olds in my roster. I'm 20, you know? They're old enough to be my father. I dabble in a 30. But y'all be writing them like, and I don't know how else to say this, like your father wasn't in your home, and it and sometimes you write the younger character like they're a toddler being taken care of by an old, like a grown adult, and it makes me deeply uncomfortable. If I see age gap, there is a chance that I'm gonna go, you should check your fridge. I'm not saying you should not. You should check your fridge. It's not that you can't cook. It's just that maybe I would bring up different options if Thanksgiving dinner was going to be held at your house. Amnesia. Baby, I'm bored. Is this controversial? I feel like, baby, I'm bored. Baby, I'm bored. Actually, we're going to put it in a high, baby, I'm bored, because I'm remembering some things about this trope that I really like. Specifically, when the other person, they used to hate each other, and that other person's still in that world where they hated each other. And now I've talked myself into I'm listening. I've talked myself. Like, my favorite amnesia fix is where they used to hate each other. And they like go back to that time before they hate each other. But the other person, they're now in a relationship and the other person loves them deeply. They care about each other now. But it wasn't like that before. And seeing those old wounds be reopened and watching them have to work through that again. Oh my God. Yeah, baby, I'm listening. I'm listening. Angel X Devil. Can we just... It's boring. I don't know why we're not... I don't know why we're pretending like it's not boring. It's boring. I'm not even going to give it more than that. It's boring. I'm bored. Baby, I'm bored. Low, baby, I'm bored. It wouldn't even be a low, baby, I'm bored. Because if you get to the low, baby, I'm bored, there is an evil in the room, but not in your soul starts to pop up. It's just boring with no energy. It's boring. Angst injected. First in line for injected. I love angst. If I'm not like sitting there going, why are you guys doing this to each other? You love each other. Why am I reading? If I'm not heartbroken, if I'm not crushed, who cooked here? No one? Okay. Like, you didn't cook. Everything's raw. Your chicken's raw, and I'm not having a good time. Everybody in the heated rivalry fandom, when they see these angst fics where Ilya gets like dementia and starts forgetting Shane, or Shane or Ilya dies, they're like, why would I want to read that? Who is that for? Me. It's for me. It is for me. I'm who it's for. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am in that. I am in the pit of despair. Oh my God. Trinity Santos ex Garcia. And she's just caught, like, she wants it so bad, but Garcia just thinks they're fuck buddies. It doesn't give her what she needs emotionally. Injected. Arranged marriage. Baby, I'm bored. Baby, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm a little bored. I have seen some good ones. This is the whole point of Baby, I'm bored. There are good ones. There are also just a plethora of boring nothing burgers out there. You know, Baby, I'm bored. Like, arranged marriage to me is really good if they hate each other and they work through that for the betterment. But if it's arranged marriage and then they like kind of just mosey toward love with no conflict whatsoever, baby, I'm bored. Asphyxiation. Baby fic. Now, the idea of being pregnant or having a child deeply upsets me, which is why I projected onto fictional characters. I'm listening. I like when they have a baby. I like when they have a baby, and I also like when they have a baby, but they're still kind of at this area in their relationship where they have a lot of problems they haven't worked through, but they kind of have to figure it out because there's a baby. I read a fan fiction, and I can't say which fandom because they'll ginger kill me. And I cannot say which people because they will ginger kill me. But they had this like on and again, off again fuck buddy relationship. And then one of them gets pregnant, has to leave the sport, and they constantly are having this like back and forth because one of them wants to be in the baby's life, but the other one's like, you high-key ruined my life. Like, you took the one thing I loved, the thing I connected with, and also your family is deeply cruel to me, and they would be deeply cruel to my baby for reasons I cannot mention. And they have this conflict. The writer was anonymous. And I'm so upset that the writer was anonymous because I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing and then I'll tell you two. I loved it, and I want to read everything by them. And whenever a writer is good and anonymous, it is soul crushing. Band AU. It's so boring. I've actually just never seen one where I've just read it all the way through because I'm bored the whole time. I'm just bored the entire way through. Any conflict? I'm sleeping. I'm tired. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Do something different. Be imaginative. Change it up. What are we here for if you're just going to do the same fan fiction? And even worse, a lot of the baby I'm bored category is going to be AUs where they essentially take the characters and they imprint their looks and some of their most fanonized traits onto the most cookie cutter template possible. I'm bored. I'm tired, and I don't want to do this. Bang or Die. Now, Bang or Die is interesting because if I'm reading Bang or Die, like, would the world be a better place without it? I don't mind Bang or Die. You know what? I'm listening. I don't know. I've seen some killer Bang or Die. I've also just been kind of bored every once in a while, but I think the killer Bang or Dies are a lot higher on my list than the like meh ones. You know what I'm saying? Like when they hit, they hit. They're killer. I love them. Is this a trope? It's a tag, I guess. I'm listening. It's a whole section of like, I'm not doing this. I'm not having a conversation about this. Best friend's brother. There is an evil in the room, but not in your soul. And I know what you're thinking. This is very bland. You like ABO and you think that best friend's brother is on the same level as abusive and age gap. You guys get Oedipal with it. You guys get weirdly incestuous with it. Y'all be treating that dude like he's your actual brother. And I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I can smell the eggs turning in your fridge. And no, I don't want to hold Friendsgiving at your house. It stinks in here. Body swap. My close personal friend, body swap. The best part about body swap is that it can be such an unromantic trope. One of my favorite body swaps is between a father and a son, where they look so much alike and they're so similar, but they've broken apart. It's Jason Todd and Bruce Wayne. I'm just gonna put it out there, where they're just so similar and so close to each other in like looks, and they're just so isolated that they can't, like, they don't notice, they don't recognize it. And then it kind of crushes them when they finally do, like emotionally, to be like, I used to like be so close to you, but now I can't even, like, we are so similar that I couldn't tell that we had swapped bodies. It felt the same. I felt like I was still me, but I didn't recognize you. Loved it. And that made it my close personal friend. That fic single-handedly put this up here, because it could have been a baby on board. It could have been just I'm listening. And if I had not read some other really good body swaps, it could have been baby on board. But body swap, my close personal friend. She has not failed me yet. Bodyguard AU. Once again. Y'all are doing this thing with a lot of AUs, and I want to love your AUs. I really do. But that's not the character. That is the trope. Like, that is a tropified cookie cutter, like, most boring. It is a sugar cookie that you've painted the character in frosting over and been like, this tastes like Vi and Caitlin. But it doesn't taste like Vi and Caitlin, does it? It just tastes like a sugar cookie with frosting over it. And maybe it looks like Vi and Caitlin, but I'm tasting it, and that's not Vi and Caitlin. Breaking up. My close personal friend breaking up. How do I write your praises breaking up? There's conflict. There's the end of a love story rather than just the beginning. A lot harder to write, I'd argue. There's figuring out how these characters could fall in love, and then figuring out what about these characters chafes so bad that it would make their love impossible. It is, oh my God, injected. I thought it was my close personal friend because I forgot how close we truly were. It is in my veins. If breaking up is in a fic, especially, oh, I'm bad about this. If I'm reading an X reader and you have breaking up in it, I'm there. You're gonna get me there 100% of the time. Didn't I already? Oh, best friend's brother? I mean, it's the same thing. Brother's best friend's brother. It gets weirdly incestuous. It gets weirdly pseudo-incestuous. I don't like how you guys be moving about it. Bully ex victim. I know a lot of you guys are friendless losers because anyone who genuinely contemplates about the different categories of fan fiction probably didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Don't worry, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up too. And maybe you were bullied. I was bullied as well. And so you're like, there is a weird psychological aspect into why we see a lot of bully ex victim. But also, the world would just be a better place without it. Every time I've seen a bully ex victim, it has been an innocent being horrifically abused repeatedly in some of the worst possible ways, and then essayed. And they just get Stockholm syndromed into loving their victim, like their bully. But there's no care for that character or their mental health or what it takes for them to reinvent this like incredibly toxic dynamic they had. You just want to see someone be physically abused. The world would be a better place without it. You know what? You can like it, just remember your final destination. Canon compliant? I mean, what? This is just, I'm going to put it in Baby on Board, specifically because it's just such a broad strokes thing. The highs are very high, the lows are very low. There's a lot of in between because I don't know if canon compliant is something that I would put as like a trope. It just is something. I don't know. Canon divergence is going to go right next to it because it's the same thing. Highs, lows. It's just, it is something. Canon universe. Like, what? I like canon universe more than I like AUs. I'm going to put canon universe over a lot of these AUs. And that'll be the end of it. Case fic. You know what? Am I saying that I love a good case fic every once in a while? Yeah, I'll put it near accidental confession in the Baby on Board section just because, I don't know, sometimes they're boring. I don't know. Character study. I like the inner psyche. I like questioning why that character is the way they are. What created them? What made them? Why do they make the bad decisions they make? Why do they love the people they love? Why do they hurt the people they hurt? Question. Always be whenever I see a character study, I say this person probably loves this character. Deeply, deeply loves this character. And I'm there every single time. Chatfic. Chatfic, like please, she's my friend. Okay? She's my friend. Please. Please, she's my friend. And I know you guys are so mean to her. You're so mean to her. But you're telling me you don't like a good a good cringe chatfic every once in a while? Go on Tumblr. Check the SMAUs. Because I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I'd be lying. She's my friend, okay? She's my friend. And a lot of you guys are also friends with her. You don't want to admit you're friends with her. That's fine. I'm willing to come out and publicly say I'm friends with her. Cheating. What do you want me to say? What do you want? What could you want me to say? Other than what I've told you about my love for all things a little toxic and a little mean. Do you want me to pretend? You want me to pretend like you don't know? At this point, how long has this video been? It's like you haven't even been listening to me. I like it mean. I like it toxic. I have this thing where sometimes I dabble in a little bit of RPF because I don't treat it like real people. I treat it like fictional characters because I don't do sports, so I don't know I don't know these people. They're basically characters to me. Y'all love a cheater. Y'all love a cheater. Okay. Childhood friends to lovers, baby, on board. I have a friend who loves this trope, and every time we bring it up, I love enemies to lovers. She loves childhood friends to lovers. I say, you like white bread, and that's fine, but I don't. You like vanilla ice cream. You like the smell of vanilla. You like I don't know what else to say. You just like things that are very simple, very easy, very nice. That's fine. Not for me. Coffee Shop AU has the same complaints with all other AUs, but she's a classic. And she's classic for a reason. She's classic for a goddamn reason, and you will respect the queen. College AU. Baby, I'm bored. I don't know. I don't know if I'm an AU lover as much as I want to be, as much as I thought I was. I guess I'm not. Comedy world would be a better place without it. It just would. I don't mind a little comedy in the fix either. I like comedy in the fix. I like a good crack fic here and there. If the fic is tagged comedy, I will not be laughing. And I know this for sure. If someone is tagging something comedy, it will not be funny. I will not laugh. And if anything, I'll probably walk away a little irked. The world would be a better place without it. Coworkers. I'm listening. You can get a lot of the dynamics of the original universe without all of the life or death stakes. It allows you to simplify things down to like a single location. It allows you to do a modern world and still have a lot of the fighting. I like it. I like it. I'm listening. Crackfic. Crackfics can be good. They can also be terrible. And you know what? I'm putting crackfic here, and you think it's because I think crackfic is bad, but no. Anyone who makes a good crackfic has to have a little bit of sour in the kitchen. And whenever I smell that and I'm going into a crackfic, I'm like, it's gonna cook. If you don't have a little sour in your kitchen when you're making a crackfic, it's probably gonna be terrible. But if you do, I'm here. ACAB. Criminal Ex Detective. You can like it. You can. Just remember your final destination. The pits of hell. Crossover. You can like it. Just remember your final destination. And you want to know my least favorite thing about crossover fan fictions? They pollute. They're like bits of microplastics in the fan fiction water. If I'm reading Batman and Marionette Dupang Chang shows up, I'll kill you. And you know what? There's so much you have to filter out. You have to filter out every single fucking piece of media. You can say no crossovers, but if you like superheroes like I do, no crossovers is difficult because you're crossing over between like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Comics, Marvel so they're moving around a lot. And then sometimes there is like a crossover I like, but the worst is that crossovers pollute everything. They just are. You have to like sieve them out. I hate it. Hate it. Dacrophilia. Why are some of these tropes and some of these just kinks? Doesn't matter. Dark fics. You can like it. Just remember your final destination. If something's tagged dark fic, there are times when I've had my fun. And there are times when I feel like I'm reading the edgy ramblings of a child whose parents need to take away the internet and they need to be like released into the wild to interact with real human beings. And I've experienced you are a child whose parents have done a woefully terrible job of protecting you from the horrors of the world, or you are a child who does not need to be watching as many gore compilations as you do, or you are a grown adult and you should have grown out of this I'm edgy phase a lot more than I've experienced like a very good dark fic. You can like it. Just remember, dead dove do not eat. I like Dead Dove. I'm listening specifically because Dead Dove, you know what you're doing. Not only do you know what you're doing, like, I think a lot of Dead Dove authors, barring all of the people who love, like, children and violent essay with no critical insight into the characters. You just that when they cook, they cook. I'm listening. When you cook, you cook. Domestic, baby, I'm bored. And sometimes it gets into there is an evil in the room, but not in your soul when it gets trad wifey. You will not make my girls into weird trad wives for Naruto and Sasuke or whatever. I once saw a fic where they domesticize. You know what is domesticide? Like they domesticated my girl. They're doing it in real comic books. Barbara Gordon right now for Dick Grayson and I'll Burn the World to the Ground. Dom tub X sub bottom. Dom top X sub bottom. Baby, I'm bored. It's classic for a reason. I'm just not. I don't care. Drunken confessions. This is where accidental confession goes into the I'm listening category. Had a drunk night out. You're free. You're wild. You're lamenting on the ways in which you cannot, things you cannot change in life, and the things you wish you could, and the things you wish you could have. And you can't even stop yourself because all of your inhibitions are gone. And then you're going to their house and you're knocking on their door and you're just telling them everything you feel about them. Ooh, or you're texting it, making a call. They're there next to you, or they're helping you back to your home because you're pissed out drunk and you're just telling them about how much you love them and how much you respect them. You wake up, you don't remember it, or you do, and you're just trying to forget it. Okay, I need to stop. Just know that I like it. Dubious consent. There is an evil in the room, but not in your soul. It's the thing about dubious consent is a lot of the times it's stuff like Heat with ABO. It's stuff like Bang or Die. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. It's whatever. But in order to get into that, I will say, like, I'm putting ABO and Bang or Die, but there is an evil in the room if you're writing these things, but not in your soul. I just like them more, personally. But dubious consent, very vague, very whatever. A lot of them lean more toward either like the bottom half, but the ones that aren't, they're fine. Dystopian AU. We respect consent in this house, though, so you will never be above baby on board. Dystopian AU. You guys can't write good dystopian, and I need you all to admit that to yourselves. It's boring, and it's terrible. Enemies to lovers. I'm so mad about what has become of enemies to lovers. Why is enemies to lovers in the greater book world just, here is a man who abuses a woman, and she falls first. She falls first. She falls first. He killed her mom, and she falls first. Sold her into slavery. She falls first. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. It is my favorite trope, and it has been slopified beyond. My close personal friend. I love her. I really do. She's going through a hard time right now. A lot of things are weighing on her. She needs a support system. She needs help. She needs a comforting arm to cry on. And she will get back to herself eventually, but she's not who she once was. My close personal friend. Enemies with benefits. Injected. 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 They still hate each other, but they're begging. Ugh. Injected. Established relationship is baby on board high, just because I think it can be good, but sometimes it gets into the domestic sphere and I'm kind of bored. I think there are a lot of stories you can tell. It's just like a little bland. It is vanilla ice cream, but like you could put like caramel on top and it would bang, add some brownie bites, but you could also just take a shit in it. So, you know, it's whatever. Fake relationship. I'm listening, but you better not take that too far. You know what I'm saying? Fake relationships can be good. I can also be sitting here going, huh, so this is all it is? This is all it's gonna be? And if I'm doing that, the relationship's a little boring. Fantasy AU. There are a lot of fantasy AUs and like a lot of specific fandoms. And oh wait. What would be a better place without it? The people who write fantasy AUs love their fantasy AUs. But me, I have one specific fandom I like fantasy AUs in, and I hate them everywhere else. And if I could pay money to wipe them off the face of the earth, I'd do it right here, right now, and I wouldn't shed a tear. Fast burn. I mean, I'm listening. I like a bit of obsessiveness, you know, a little bit of toxicity, so like a little bit of like a I need you to breathe, and I think that lends itself to fast burn. So yeah, I'm listening. First kiss. I mean, I think some of these are like YA-ish tropes, and I'm like 20, so technically I am in that like reading group, but I don't like when I hear things like first kiss or first time, I do think of like me as a 15-year-old not really getting the concept of love and like things that I would be okay with my cousins reading. And it's like, yeah, if it's like a coming of age story, this makes sense. But for me, anything else, kind of boring. Fix it, fix. What if I took all the interesting bits about the story and I changed them so that they were nice and happy and not boring anymore, like not me anymore? You can do that. It's boring, but you can do that. I'm just not going to read it. Flower Shop Tattoo Artist AU. I literally read a Flower Shop Tattoo Artist AU, and then I went in a fandom, and then I read another one with a different couple, and I felt like I was reading the exact same fic because it's just a shorthand to randomly shove in. It is the sugar cookie again. You are putting the character onto a blank sugar cookie, and you're telling me this is the character, and I'm telling you that is a sugar cookie. Fluff. I'm bored. I have a friend who loves fluff, but I don't understand the point of fluff. It's just boring forbidden love. I was gonna go forbidden love, my close personal friend, and then I remembered how y'all be moving. Y'all got slavers, ex-slaves. Y'all got like KKK members, ex-black people. Like, my idea of forbidden love and your idea of forbidden love is so far apart, and quite frankly, I don't want you near me. But when it's done right, I like it. Found family can be good. Found family is one of my favorites. But y'all can get boring. Y'all can get real boring. Stop trying to make everyone mommy, daddy, sister, brother. Sometimes your found family is your uncle, right? Like an older brother figure. Sometimes found family is the like close friend. Like sometimes the found family is this weird grandmother / uncle / complicated relationship. Sometimes it doesn't have to be what I'm saying is a nuclear family. Sometimes the found family is a polycule. Sometimes it's a polycule. Can you accept these things? Can we like branch out? You guys' brains, you're writing fan fiction, but they're so locked into these rigid like family and gender structures. I want better for you. I really do. Friends to lovers. Huh? Let's move on. Friends with benefits. Oh, sorry. People just keep giving me pillows to sleep on. I'm not sure why. It's boring. And the people who read these understand that it's very milquetoast. It's very vanilla. They get it. I have a friend who loves these. She knows it's boring. Gay chicken. I'm listening. Gender bend. You can like it. Just remember your final destination. Y'all be gender bending? And then one of the characters stays the same gender they were, and one of the characters becomes a boy or girl so that it's heterosexual. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Doesn't matter to me. You can like it. Just remember where your final destination will be. Genfic? I mean, like, what? I'm putting this here. What? This is, what? Getting back together. Oh my god. And now we get back to, where is it? Breaking up fic, and then you're like crying in your tears. It's like 20k words. You've gone through it. There's a series, the part 2, getting back together. What tore them apart? What could they not reconcile with each other? And then when they break up, what do they realize they just can't live without? I love it. Okay. Getting together. I mean, I'm listening. It's just what like a lot of fan fiction is. Good boy X bad girl. Good boy X bad girl. And we'll put it here. There's evil in the room, but not in your soul. And then we'll put good girl X bad boy here. Here. I think that this is the most horrific trope of our time. It has created some of the worst, most annoying fandoms, books, fan fictions ever made, and I'll burn it. And you think this is better because you swapped the genders, but it's just as terrible. I just like when women are terrible people. Gore. Gore is interesting. If it's tagged gore and it's like a offhand with dead dove, where it's like, yeah, some shit's about to happen. Dead dove, gore, angst. Like, yeah, thank you for telling me that like my favorite character's entrails are about to be ripped out. But I think I like horror movies. Like, I love a gory horror movie. I understand that there's an evil in the room, but not in your soul. It's in the room. I can smell it. Your leftovers are going sour. Dump them. Hanahaki. Every single time me and my friends discuss Hanahaki, I have to explain the same thing. I like when I myself personally have never once admitted to anyone except for one singular person in my entire life and 20 years of living that I've had a crush on them. Never once. I have had friends tell me, I did not know you had a crush on that person. And I looked them in the eye and said, good. I didn't want anyone to know I had a crush on them. I have kept these things to my grave. I have taken them to my grave, and I intend to keep taking them into my grave. I'll probably never admit to liking anyone ever again. Ever. Hanahaki is a trope for me. It is relatable. It is... My friend is like, if it's a life or death situation, why not just admit it? I hate it. That's the bit. Because that's the good part. Like... Sometimes you're just willing to die before you experience heartbreak. And isn't that just beautiful? I connect with that. I love it. It is a trope for me. And you don't have to like it, but it's mine. Happy ending. The world would be a better place without it. I don't stop trying to make fun things and interesting, sad things boring. Harem. You can like it. Just remember your final destination. Wait. There's good reverse harem out there, but most of the time it's also garbage. Hate sex. Hero X villain. When Superman came out, I ran, not walked, to Lex Luthor X Superman. Fighting each other. Anger, mutual respect. It's good. It's crisp. It's clean. I do not like Batman X Joker. And you'll have to pay me money to not kill you if you come to me with that bullshit. But everything else, I'm having a good time. Like Zatanna X Absolute Wonder Woman. Are you not there? Are you not here with me? I'm there. High school AU, just like college AU before you. You can't just make them younger and pretend like it makes it more interesting. High school AU is boring. It is boring. And if anything, most of the time they take adult characters, age them down, and then still make them bang. And I'm like, why? You could have made a college AU with that. Historical AU. It's just, I mean, a lot of these AUs are just, let's just put the AUs together. Put all the AUs together. They know why they're there. They know why I don't like them. Just put them all together. Huddle for warmth. Huddle for warmth is even better when they hate each other. But everything is better when they hate each other. Hurt Comfort is an I'm listening because Hurt Comfort is so widespread and pervasive that it can be good or bad, but I like angst. So if there's a Hurt Comfort tag in my angst, I won't be upset. This is where I get controversial. Hurt no comfort. I know there's an evil in you, and I will not read that. I can take a lot of hurt. I can take a lot of pain. But, and this is a failure and flaw in me, I'll kill you. If it ends just like that, I'll truly kill you. I don't mind it in actual works. I don't care if like an actual book or a movie or TV series. My favorite movie currently that oh my God, I love is Rosemary's Baby. That is my favorite movie. And it is the most hurt, no comfort thing you will ever interact with. But it's great. And it's pure crack cocaine. But you have to understand, of course, that you are not the creator of Rosemary's Baby. And you make me feel bad. And so I just want to say bad things about you, Hurt No Comfort writers. You make me feel bad. You're all amazing, but I can smell it. I can smell the mango going bad in your fridge. Oh my God, idiots in love. I'm bored. Internalized homophobia. This with enemies to lovers or rivals to lovers. Oof, 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 oof. It's a natural conflict. You literally hate yourself. You literally have to hate yourself. You hate what you feel. You hate that you love this person, that you want them. And maybe you even hate them. And so it's even more conflict. Oh my God. Okay. And it's just so good. Introvert x extrovert. Where did I put it? It's there. World would be a better place without it. I know what you're thinking. It's just a very blasé, boring trope. Bobby. It's just such a boring trope. Why are you putting it so low? Because every time I have to see anything similar to that relationship dynamic in real life or TikTok, I actually think that the people in it should die. Like, I think that if you ever describe your relationship as introvert x extrovert, I'm a very introverted person. I stay to myself. I'm very close kept. I'm going to be quite frank with you. I'm going to be completely honest in a way that I've never been honest with you guys in my life before. If I ever describe my relationship with an outgoing person as introvert x extrovert, that person has been repeatedly bashing my head against a wall, and I'm actually slowly bleeding in the brain, and you need to go get me to a doctor immediately. It is cringe. It is cringe, and not even in a fun way. I hate it. Make it disappear. Jealousy. And the worst part about jealousy, y'all don't be tagging it as much as you should. I want to find you, Jealousy Fix. I want to find you. I'm looking for you. I'm scouring the world for you, Jealousy Fix. I will pay you money to read you. You just have to work with me. Love/hate. I mean, this is so vague. I'm listening, I guess. Like, some of these are really vague. Love triangle. The world would be a better place without it. I would pay money to go back to the first love triangle ever made and to just shoot the writer in the head. I'm over it. It's played out. I'm bored and I'm tired. And I just can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. I'm over it. Stop doing it. Lovers to enemies. Especially if they still love each other. Lovers to enemies is even better because enemies to lovers has been ruined by the wine moms who cannot help themselves but make everything like a weird, hetero, pessimist, horrific look into reality. Lovers to enemies, they don't want to be there, but I'll be there. And the people who are there, they have a love for angst. They have a love for toxic relationship dynamics. And they know why I'm there. And they embrace me with open arms because we love the same things. Mafia AU, oh my God. You know what I'm saying. Sugar cookie. That is not, like, the only way this makes sense is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures because they literally have a Mafia AU, but you're giving me nothing and I don't want to be here. Magic AU. Yeah. I've had some fun magic AUs. I have like a good bonding potion. Bang or die can play with magic AU very well. Does it sometimes sugar cookie? Yes, of course it does. But every AU sugar cookies to an extent, even coffee shop or coworkers. But it's about the ability to be good. And I think Magic AU has more ability than some of these other AUs. Major character death. You see how my top thing is angst? You see why this might be here? I feel like I don't need to even explain it anymore. I just like that it's bad and it hurts me. I like that I feel bad by the end of it. Do you not? Because I do. I like feeling bad. I like when art makes me feel bad. I feel bad so often in like the real world that my favorite thing is when art makes me feel bad because it feels very intentional in the act. Like, okay, miscommunication. Is this the most controversial I've been? If I say miscommunication can be done very well if miscommunication is based around their differences in personality and fundamental like ways of existing and not around like one of them hiding in an alleyway and then accidentally hearing something they didn't want to hear. I think when the miscommunication is based around the fact that they are different people who have different ways of existing and maybe the love doesn't that they're feeling doesn't feel like it's being shown by the other person, that's when miscommunication shines. When it's not that, it is definitely in a world would be a better place without it. But when it's like that, I like it. And I've had a lot, I like it. Missing scenes. Hi, baby, I'm bored. Not even in like a spiteful way. I'll read it. I'm just like a little bored. Modern AU. I'll put modern AU with coffee shop AU, which is to say it can be done well. I just haven't seen it yet. Can be done in a positive way. I just haven't seen it yet. Please. I need you to hear me out because if you don't hear me out, you're not going to be able to hear me out, right? I need you to hear me out because if you don't hear me out, you're not going to be able to hear me out. Have you ever considered that pregnancy is only appealing if I don't have to do it? Have you ever considered that one of the major factors in whether or not pregnancy is appealing to me in a fan fiction is the fact that I don't want to ever have to imagine the act of carrying to a woman? Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that? If I could get a man pregnant, I think I'd be a great mom. Yeah, I stand by that. Murderer ex-victim. What do you mean? How do you love your victim? Like, what do you mean? If it's like, I love you so much I killed you, like this goes into the abusive category for me, where it's like, I've definitely seen it done well, but also in order to do it, you have to have a stink to you. A little bit of a stink. That's fine though. It's fine. Mutual pining. I'm listening. I like it when they like each other, but I don't like one-sided. I don't like it at all. And when it's one person who really, 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 really loves each other, they love each other, but they can't get it out. I like that. I like it a lot. Nerd X jock, baby, I'm bored. And then some of the people y'all are making nerds and jocks in these AUs, they are not nerds. They are not jocks, and you need to admit that to yourself. Non-con, you can like it, just remember your final destination. Everyone who loves non-cons is weird about it, in a way that I don't understand. And I don't understand how you can be so consistently weird about it. There are certain kinks where even if you sit me down and go, it's just fictional, I'll be like, okay, it's just fictional, yeah, okay. But if you like, even if you sit me down and go, it's just fictional, y'all are weird about real life people and real life situations in ways that are incredibly unnerving. You can like it. Just remember your final destination. OCs. Y'all are so mean to people who want to put their OCs in fanfiction, but that is like quintessential cringe fanfiction culture. You've forgotten your roots. I get a little bored though. One shots, that's is very vague. It can be good or bad. Only one bed. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. I am also like a cringe. I was a cringe teenage girl. I'm a cringe young adult woman. I know what I like. I'm not gonna explain myself. Everyone likes only one bed. If you say you don't, then you're lying. Out of character, I accept like a little bit of out of character. You know what I'm saying? And your ability to admit that it's a little out of character, I kind of respect a little more than these AUs where they won't even admit that this isn't the same character. Opposites attract. Boring. It's done before. It is done before. Overstimulation. Where would we put that one? I don't even know what that means. Podfic. World would be a better place without it. I don't get the appeal of podfics. You know what? I'm putting it in Baby on Board mostly because actually they pollute, but pollute they also pollute in the same way that crossover fics do. But the best part about podfics is that podfics link you back to the fan fiction that they're reading. And I like to read, I like it. I found some good fan fiction that way. Polyamory. You guys are so mean to my close personal friend, the idea and concept of polyamory. Every single time it's like, why do polyamorous people have that look? And it's like, I don't know, but I like polyamory in my fiction. I like polyamory in my fiction, and you're not gonna be able to stop me from liking polyamory in my fiction. Like, whenever I have a ship and I'm like, wow, I like two separate ships, and it's like one character X another character, and then the same character X another character. It's like, why wouldn't it be poly? It's just more of what I love, which is why I am a big proponent of Steve Rogers slash Bucky Barnes slash Sam Wilson. But they both have to be obsessed with Sam Wilson or I'm not here for it. Do not center a white man. Power imbalance. It kind of goes in the same way that abusive or gore or like stuff like that happens, where it's like you can write it well, but also in order to write it well, you do have to have an evil in you somewhere. Not an evil in your soul, but maybe one in like your kitchen, bathroom. Practice kissing. I'm gonna put it at a high Baby on Board. Just because I'm not like a teenager, so I don't know if this appeals to me really. Pregnancy fic. I know I said I like impreg, but do I love the pregnancy bit? No. No. And also a lot of pregnancy fics, I don't know. You can like it. Just remember. Plot, what plot? Bored. I like plot. I like plot. I like a lot of plot. And if there's no plot, I'm probably gonna be a little bored. Like, it's just porn. It's just the banging. We can do better. Want better for yourselves. Rare pair. I have so many rare pairs, and I'm starting to realize that maybe I just like relationship dynamics that are not consistent, like popular, and that hurts me. The issue with like having characters that you like who are black or women is that the ships you like almost instantly become rare pairs. And it is hard. It is hard. I have fought to find ship and like fan fiction and ship art, and I will gobble it up to my heart's content. But if you like black characters, if you like women and you're in fanfiction spaces, you're just not going to get a lot. And it's fine. I write some for some characters who I love who don't get a lot of love. I write some for relationships I love that don't get a lot of love, but it still hurts my feelings. Like, I want more. I'm greedy. Feed me. Reincarnation, I'm listening. I like reincarnation. I think there's something good that can happen there. I think when it comes to reincarnation, there's this really good ability you can have to make it toxic in a way that's so mental. Bad, I just love it. Religious guilt. I'm listening. I like a sexy priest. You think I'm above a sexy priest? That's the whole point. Road trip. Baby, I'm bored. Roommates. Baby, I'm bored. Rough. Okay. Would I put it in my close personal friend, or would I put it in injected? We're going to put it in injected. Royalty AU. You know what I'm going to say about these AUs. They are sugar cookie. They are boring. They are nothing. Secret relationship. This is even better with the RPF fiction, because you gotta hide that. Keep it on the low. Can't let anyone know. Can't let anyone know. And everybody wants to know. Self-harm. In the same vein of like a good hurt no comfort fic, there is an evil in the writer, but not in their soul. But you do have to have a little bit of evil. And I like most of the characters that I really love and read a lot about are incredibly mentally ill. So I don't like, if you say there's some self-harm in there, to be clear, I'm going. But in order to write it, there's got to be a sourness in the air. I like it. I like it. I like you. But it also can sometimes fall into the dark fic category where it's like, oh, you're like a teenager whose parents need to take away your phone access. Okay. Sex compulsion. World would be a better place without it. Sex pollen. Hmm. It's kind of boring. Am I wrong? Am I not? Like whenever I see the tag, I'm like, oh, it's just not gonna do anything for me personally, and I'm fine with that. It's like not everything's for me, but that also means that it will go to the baby I'm bored section of the tier list about my likes. Sexual tension. Inject it. Inject it. Inject it. Shut up kiss. I'm a close personal friend to shut up kisses, specifically if I don't feel like you're trying to stop them from making, well, no. You know what? No, I just like it. I'm not gonna preface it. I like it. Sick fix. You'd think with the way I'm going that it would go in Baby I'm Bored. But I'm listening. I think a lot of what I've been saying lately makes people think that you give me something with sweetness or kindness shown between the two people, that I'm not gonna like it. But I do. It just has to be done a specific way. Sick fic is how it's done. The other person's miserable. They're like half dead. And they're just taking care of them. I like it. I like it a lot. Size difference. World. What do we want to do? I'm 5'2". So a lot of my life has been size differences. And I don't like the way you guys treat short women in fantasy or books. I don't like the way you discuss our... anything about size differences. It is the best friend's brother's best friend, where it's like, or the age gap thing where it's like, why are you treating me like a toddler? Why are you treating the smaller person in this relationship like they are a 3-year-old? It's uncomfortable. Slow burn. She goes next to angst. Slow burn goes next to angst is one of my tops. Everyone loves slow burn though. Very few people are like sitting around going, I hate a slow burn. Like, I love a one-shot, and I respect the artistry and craft that goes into a really good one-shot or a really good 5+1 fic. But slow burns, they're just the backbone of fan fiction society. Smut, I mean, Baby I'm Bored, it's just so bland. I'm putting it in the middle of Baby I'm Bored. Like, imagine if, for a second, we were talking about books and you just went, you know my favorite, like, trope in books? Fantasy. Okay, that's not a trope. Soulmates AU, I love it. She's my close personal friend, and my favorite thing about Soulmates AUs are when they don't want to be soulmates. Fight destiny. Fight that idea inside of yourself that you love this person. Do you love them? Or is it just some inner, like, unchanging thing that you can't stop? Do you really have control over your life or the things you do? You don't know, but you're spending more time around this person and you're finding yourself loving them. And you're finding but is that you? Or is that some inner thing that you can't control? I don't know, but I like it either way. Stalker X Stalker. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, I've not seen this before, but if I did, I'd be listening. I'm only putting it in I'm listening and not my close personal friend because we're not close personal friends. I have not seen you around, baby. Where have you been? I have not seen you. I think we'd be friends. You ever see a girl walking on the sidewalk and you're like, if we had a conversation, we would be very close. You ever see like someone in class who's talking and the way they talk and the way they exist, you're like, we seem very similar. I think we'd be friends, but you're Gen Z, so you don't talk to them and you don't try to start a conversation. And so you lose probably what would have been a life-changing friendship. That's how I feel about Stalker X Stalker. Star-crossed lovers, baby, 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 I'm bored. Sub top X dom bottom. That's my close personal friend. And you'll do well to watch your mouth when you talk to her. Suicidal thoughts. Here's my thing with suicidal thoughts, right? It's very easy to get into the my poor blurbo who's always being bullied and picked on and is such a sweet baby, but no one loves them. It's so easy. It's so easy. And quite frankly, I hate that. But when it's like well done, it is my close personal friend. She has her failings, but I ignore them because I love her. Switching, injected. Teacher X student, you can like it. Just remember your final destination. And I know what you guys are thinking. It's not high school student X teacher. It's like, it can be professor. Remember, you can like it. You don't have to explain why you like it to me. Because I don't have to explain why I don't like it. But you will be going to hell. Time loop. Time loops, I've had very few times where I've read a time loop fic and not liked it. But also, I don't know if it's like one of my favorites. I think time loop fics are regularly done very well. I think people who do time loop fics do them very well. But it's just not my favorite. Like, I read them and I enjoy them and I go, this is good, this is well written, but I'm not in love with it. It's like, my favorite genre is fantasy. Can I read a really good contemporary literature book and go, this is a good book? Yes. Will it be up there in my favorites? Probably not, because it's like not for me. Tooth rotting fluff. You know where I'm going with it, baby. I'm bored. Baby, I'm bored. You can vote right next to your brother. Tooth rotting fluff, just like fluff, bores me. Toxic. Injected. Tsundere. I kind of hate tsunderes. Would the world be a better place without them? To a degree. It's not that I don't like hard to get or banter or meanness. The whole thing I don't like about a tsundere archetype specifically is that a lot of people who fit into the like tsundere archetype are annoying. Fucking so annoying. Unhappy ending goes right with hurt no comfort. No. I don't know. When it comes to like real books, real movies, real TV shows, I love unhappy endings. I like, again, Rosemary's Baby, Moonlight, like, a lot of y'all think Precious's story has a good ending. It does not. Precious has a very sad, unhappy ending when it all comes out. And I love that. Some of my favorite pieces of media. But when I'm reading fan fiction, I want to be entertained. I don't want to be pained. We'll put you there next to Hurt No Comfort. I think that it can be done well. I've definitely read some good ones that have made me genuinely tear up and cry, which is why I respect you. But there's an evil in your soul, and you can have that evil in your soul because it makes you write well. Unrequited love. Oh God, injected. Oh my God, injected. I love unhealthy dynamics. I love unhealthy dynamics. When I say I love unhealthy relationship dynamics, I mean, I love them. I love them. Unresolved sexual tension. Sexual tension, everyone loves sexual tension. Unresolved sexual tension is my close friend because sometimes it's hotter when they can't do it. You have to, like, you guys, a lot of you guys, because TikTok has fried my brain too, I understand. A lot of you guys don't understand that sometimes the hot part is that they can't. It is the reason why the original Wuthering Heights, like the whole point of it, the Heathcliff and Kathy thing, where they cannot consummate their love, which makes it a bit more obsessive than it would have been maybe. That's how I feel about unresolved sexual tension. The fact that you can't do anything about it. Vampire Werewolf AU. An AU getting into my close personal friend. What is this? This is the second AU. These are the only two AUs, unless you count Hanahaki. If you count Hanahaki, then it's 3 AUs in my close personal friends list. I love it. I really like it. I like the idea of your changing body, fighting against urges, fighting against this new monster inside of you. I like it. Villain X villain. It's just nice. I'm listening. Two evil people doing evil and falling in love together. What is there not to love? Water sports. what do you want me to say about this? It's not as bad as some of this, but I have a friend who's weirdly into it, and every time he talks, I just really want him to stop talking. It's a personal thing. Now I'm not even doing it for the fic itself. Those are fine. It is the most blasé, okayish, just kind of weird kinks you can have. But if I have to hear one more rant about how this man likes the idea of girls peeing on themselves because it's embarrassing and he likes that, I'll kill myself. I'm sorry to the water sports community. One 20-year-old man has ruined your reputation for me forever. Reader insert. Y'all are so mean to my close personal friend, ex-reader, and she does nothing but provide you with consistent output and fun for the ages. I know for a fact she was probably your first, and you loved her until people told you you weren't supposed to. She has not done anything wrong. She mischaracterizes characters left and right, and that is her prerogative. Her only goal: to create a world in which you feel as though you can Yumi ship as you please. I love her. She's my close personal friend, and you will watch your mouth. You will watch your mouth around her. Yandere. Inject. I mean, you guys saw that coming. This is the list. Wow. Having cheating and hate and then breaking up so high up, and then like one of my lowers is like comedy. Is it a bad reflection of me how this is like lined up? Probably. I don't have to explain myself. You know how it is. Please like, please subscribe, follow, comment your favorite fanfiction trope. Do you hate me because I don't think that band AUs are good? You can do that. You're still gonna like a boring thing, but you can hate me. Follow me on Twitch, you know, twitch.tv/Bobale77. I'll see you later. I'll see you on another tier list video or whatever else I do. See you then.